Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Masterpiece Lounge. I am your hostess, certified life coach, author, and speaker, Chrisnatha DeRozier. I am back with another segment. So, if this is your first time in the Masterpiece Lounge, welcome to a space that is safe, where we have insightful conversations that help push our personal and professional lives forward. And if you are returning here to the lounge, welcome back. You already know the drill. Let me know where you're tuning in from in the chat and be sure to say hello. So, like any other segment, today is going to be amazing. And I am excited to talk to you today about our topic. And so I hope that you guys are excited because I have a lot of tips and steps and nuggets to share with you today. And it's going to be really, really good. So if you love to take notes, now is your time to prepare. All right. So we're going to be talking about authentic leadership today. Authentic leadership, leading with grace and purpose. Leading with grace and purpose. So, what are some ways we can lead with grace and purpose, right? So, that's what we're going to be discussing today. I'll be providing some steps on how to lead with authenticity, drawing strength from wisdom, wisdom from our faith, and how to inspire others in our business and community. All right, so that's what we're going to be talking about today. And so, once again, without further ado, let's jump right into all the goodness that we have prepared. So, here's some steps to help you embody authentic leadership with grace and purpose. Number one is to cultivate self-awareness. It's important that we understand our values, we understand our strengths, right? And areas where we can grow. It's important that we regularly do self-reflection and introspection, right? Introspection and inner work, because it's essential for leadership that's authentic to who we are, right? So how can we be authentic, being true to ourselves? How to be true to ourselves? You have to be more self-aware. And so it's important that we cultivate an environment where we are constantly understanding who we are, what we believe, and why we do the things we do. Number two is to embrace your vulnerability. It's okay to be vulnerable. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. And so I'm going to encourage you to embrace it. When you're willing to show vulnerability and authenticity in your leadership style, it's very important, and it fosters trust as well as connection with those that you lead. So if you have a team, a community where you are a leader, you want to be vulnerable, you want to be authentic, right? That doesn't mean share all of your business, but you want to be vulnerable. You want them to know what's on your heart. What are you thinking about? What's the vision that you have, right? Number three is to align your actions with your values. So the first question is, what do you value? The second question is, how can I make decisions that are in alignment with my values, right? So ensure that your decisions and actions are consistent. Your decisions and actions are consistent with your deep values, things that are so important to you, things that you believe in. These are strong beliefs that you have, right? And this is and crucial for your leadership authenticity, right? Because this shows integrity, this shows character. So you want to make sure that one, you know your values, and two, you make decisions that are in alignment with those values. So if I value unity, if I value peace, if I value integrity, if I value family, if I value community, if I value strong relationships, then the decisions I make will reflect that. They will be in alignment with those values, right? Number four is to practice active listening. Now, many of us will say, I listen all the time, Chrisnatha. I am a great listener. Are you actively listening, right? Not listening to respond, right? Some of us are guilty of that. But you are listening attentively to others' perspectives, to their concerns, and to their feedback, even if you don't like it, right? This demonstrates respect. It demonstrates empathy, and it allows you to make more informed decisions, not emotional ones. Okay. It's important that we don't just make emotional decisions, but we make informed decisions. So get all of the facts, Definitely demonstrate respect, empathy, and listen to what the other party is saying. Number 5 is to also lead with empathy and compassion, right? You don't have to go through the same exact thing someone went through to show a level of compassion for them. So understand and empathize with the experiences and the emotions of other people. Show genuine concern. That goes a long way, right? So for the well-being, as well as support for their growth, support for their development, support for their evolution, right? That's super, super important. Number 6 is to communicate transparently. Communicate transparently. Communication all around is just so important. So we want to make sure that we are communicating transparently. So be open and be honest in your communication. Tell the truth. Do it in love. Do it with respect, but tell the truth. You're not helping anyone by omitting the truth, by being dishonest, right? So tell the truth, do it in love, use wisdom, share your thoughts, share your ideas, share your vision, share it clearly, right? And encourage open dialogue. You want people in your community and on your team to be open to talk to you, to be open to share what's on their heart, to be open to share their concerns. It's really important. Number 7 is seek feedback and encourage input. Now, for some of us, we may feel like, I don't need feedback. I'm doing a great job. That's from your perspective, right? There's always areas of opportunity for growth. No one is perfect, including you, including me, right? So seek feedback and encourage input. Create a culture where feedback is welcomed. And not only welcome, but feedback is valued. That is a great culture and an environment to work in and to serve in, right? So this shows that you are open to learning and improving as a leader. That's important. So send out those surveys where they're anonymous, where you can really get feedback in areas where we can grow, right? So people don't feel intimidated, but also able to really, really share their true feelings. Number 8 is to set a positive example. Lead by example. Demonstrate the behavior and the work ethic that you actually expect from others on your team and among the people that you serve. So lead by example and embody the qualities you want to see in your team. You have to lead from the front. Leader, you have to lead from the front. Number 9 is to delegate with trust. Delegate with trust. Delegate your tasks. Well, not your tasks, but the tasks, right? Necessary and needed to get done. Delegate tasks and responsibilities with confidence in your team's ability. You know their strengths. You know the areas where they're not as strong. You know what they can do and what they can't do, right? For the most part. And so delegate those tasks and delegate those responsibilities, but do it with confidence in their ability to be able to get it done. Trust that they will rise to the occasion and provide support as needed if necessary. Number 10 is to foster a growth mindset. This is so important. It's important that we encourage a culture of continuous learning and improvement, right? They were offering opportunities and resources and where your team can thrive with the information that they need to do their work well, but also with things that's going to provide motivation and encouragement in those times where they're not feeling as driven, as motivated. So embrace challenges as opportunities for growth and encourage your team to do the same. Once again, that's leading from the front, right? Number 11 is to inspire a shared vision. Okay, so paint a compelling picture of the future and the collective goals you're working towards. Help your team see their role in achieving this vision. When there's a sense of ownership in the vision, then there's more buy-in. So you want to make sure that you are clearly articulating the vision and how this vision is for all of you, right? Collectively, and that it's going to take all of you to get to the desired goal. Number 12 is to celebrate successes and acknowledge contributions. This is important. I think this is really great for morale. Recognize and celebrate the achievements of your team members. You see someone growing in their space, in their role, acknowledge that, shout them out, let people know that you see them, right? Everyone wants to be seen and heard, and that goes a long way. Show appreciation for their efforts and contributions to the organization. Appreciation matters, right? And so maybe it is a certificate of acknowledgement or certificate of, I don't know, participation, or maybe you're giving out awards at the end of the year, the fiscal year, the quarter, the calendar year, however you want to do this. Maybe they're getting a party, right? During the holidays. I don't know. Maybe they're getting a bonus. They would really appreciate that, right? Nothing says you're doing a great job better than some extra coin. And so there's so many ways to acknowledge your team. And so you want to celebrate the successes, and you want to let them know that this is our success. The organization could not have done this without all of our contributions. And for that, we are grateful. Number 13 is to stay grounded in faith and purpose. Stay grounded in faith and in purpose. So how do you do this? You draw strength and wisdom from your faith. And then you allow your faith to guide your decisions and actions as a leader. Trust that your purpose aligns with a higher calling. Once again, this goes back to integrity. This goes back to alignment. And so you don't just do things for the sake of doing them. You do them with a purpose, right? And so as you keep in mind of your purpose, your values, right? Your decisions will be in alignment and mirror those same values and purpose. Number 14, lastly, is to show humility and gratitude. How can you do this? Well, you can acknowledge that leadership is a collective effort, right? So we talked about this before, and we're going to say it again. Leadership is a collective effort. So you want to let your team know that you are doing a great job, and we could not have done this without you, without your efforts, without your time. And for that, we are grateful. Express gratitude for the support and the contributions of your team and community. There's so much that we can do, but there's so much more that we can do together, right? So remember that authentic leadership is a journey, right? However, though it's a journey and not a destination, it does require continuous self-reflection, continuous learning, continuous growth, and a genuine commitment to serving others. But when you're serving others, you want to make sure you're doing it with grace and purpose. That is the whole point of today's segment. So by leading with authenticity, right? You can inspire and empower those around you to do the same. And so leaders lead from the front. And I hope that today's segment truly, truly touched you in the special way, and you can take some nuggets away to really share with your team and the individuals that you serve. My goal and my prayer is that we all become better leaders, first of ourselves and of the people and the communities that we are so blessed and fortunate to serve, right? And so let's take these nuggets and let's start applying them immediately so that we can see the changes on our teams and, most importantly, within ourselves. I am Chrisnatha DeRocher, certified life coach, author, and speaker. Today's segment, I just absolutely loved it, and I hope you did too. Please don't be selfish. Share this with your network. I'm sure it can be a huge blessing to them. Let's connect on all social media platforms if we haven't already. You can find me at Chrisnatha everywhere. And yeah, let me know how you're doing on your journey. And if you need someone to walk alongside this journey with you, whether it's in your personal or professional life, get in touch with me. I'd love to be your coach and to help you, because life is better together and your success matters to me. I will be back same time, same place next week. And until then, be well. Take care, everyone.